Yeah, we're super excited to start the season off. It's been a long time coming. It's been a great off season for our guys, and we had a sour taste leaving the end of the year last year, so we had a long off season, and super excited to get this thing going this year, and can't wait for Saturday night.
I guess what were the first steps of trying to get rid of that sour taste? What would you have to go back to or go, build upon to make this season?
Well, the first thing was to keep our team intact after the season. You never know what's going to happen after the season, so you spend a lot of time recruiting your own guys. You spend a lot of time fending off other people to keep your guys together. And when we finally had our guys together and we started our summer conditioning and our summer program, it looked like our team was shaping up pretty good. And then just finally getting to this moment where you're healthy and ready to go and just know that the season's right around the corner.
Going back to Ames this past weekend, being inducted to the ISU Hall of Fame, what was that experience, that whole weekend, like for you?
Yeah, it was like no other. It was kind of like full circle. When you first set foot on campus as a young kid, you dream of winning national championships, and then when you do, kind of the last thing that you get to accomplish is being in their Hall of Fame. So it was absolutely wonderful. Saw all my teammates, old colleagues, and old coaches, and fans and friends. So an amazing experience, and something I'd never forget.
Hey, Coach. Obviously, you have a lot of ranked opponents on the schedule that are going to take a lot of mental toughness kind of to compete with. Can you talk a little bit about what you as a team have been doing to prepare the team's mental strength for this upcoming gauntlet of a season?
Yeah, well, our schedule is what it is. You wrestle who's in front of you. We're focused on Saturday night, North Dakota State. They have a couple of ranked guys in their lineup, and that's kind of where we're looking. We're not looking too far ahead. We're not looking to the conference action yet. We got North Dakota State Saturday night, and a big event for the state of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Showcase, where you've got a Division I and a Division II and a Division III program all competing at the same time. And our guys are focused one match at a time and what's right in front of us, and that's North Dakota State.
Can you kind of share who the cornerstones of the team might be this year? Who are the guys that you're counting on, and who then you kind of want to build up and build around that might come up?
We had two guys sit out last year that are both NCAA qualifiers in Braxton Amos and Joe Zargo. They were missed very, very much last year, not just because of results, but leadership and things like that. But they're two cornerstones, and then you got to look at Zan Fugit, Nicola Rivera, are kind of our we have an All-American out of Zan, and he's ranked 4th in the country, and then Nicola was one round away from being an All-American. When you look at those four together, I would tell you those are the cornerstones. But we've also got a couple of up-and-coming guys that you haven't seen too much of that are really been impressive, in the preseason, and I'm super excited about their future here.
Coach, your recruiting class coming in this year had a bunch of freshmen from in-state. So can you tell us about some of those guys and who's looked good throughout the development in the offseason, what we should know about the new guys?
Yeah, we have a lot of kids in state this year, which is awesome. Peter Tomsovic from Freedom looks really, really good right now, as well as Caleb Denny. Caleb Denny is he's won a wrestle off. He looks good. And we're super excited about those two guys. I think out of all the freshmen, they're the ones that are performing right now. But we have a kid out of Illinois, Tyson Waftel, that's a little guy, a 25-pounder. He's also looking real good. Devin Bobzine looks real good. Ty Imhoff right up there from the Mount Horeb area. So those guys are they're doing really well for us, and they're going to help us bolster the recruiting in the state of Wisconsin, and hopefully we can get some more of these Wisconsin kids to stick around.
Coach, you mentioned how huge it is having a guy like Joseph Zargo back. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen him as of recently and how big his leadership role has been coming back into the season?
Yeah, well, Joe's from New Jersey, right? So he's got that Jersey attitude that he brings here, and we love it. And he is a worker. He's one of the hardest working guys I've ever seen. So he doesn't lead too much vocally until we tell him to, but his work ethic sets the tone for practice. It sets the tone, and he knows when to open his mouth and get on these guys, and he knows when to praise these young guys. But Joe's a veteran. Joe's been to the national tournament 3 times, and we're just looking for really big things from him. And I think he's poised to make a run this year. Super excited. He's healthy. Took a whole year off last year with a couple of major surgeries, and now he's back and ready to roll. So I'm excited to watch him wrestle.
There's been a lot of changes in college sports, obviously, a lot of changes in wrestling. How have you guys as coaches kind of learned to roll with those and kind of look for what's next and kind of stay on top of, the developments with player movement, NIL, all that kind of stuff of, just being prepared for what's coming?
Yeah, I could tell you it bit our program really bad a couple years ago, and we weren't ready for it. We didn't think the kind of money that was out there in wrestling was out there. But it's out there, and people are shaking and moving and making deals, and they're doing the things in our sport. But we're aware of it now. We've got our ears to the ground and making sure our kids are taken care of. That's first and foremost. We want our guys on our team to start here, and we want our guys to graduate from here. And the most important thing is to make sure they're taken care of. So we're doing the things necessary to do that. So we're trying to be at the forefront. We're creating ideas. We're creating things for them, and just making sure that you're recruiting the guys that want to graduate from the University of Wisconsin and that they'll stay loyal to you. But in return, us coaches are making sure those guys are taken care of.
You're more of a fundraiser now than you ever thought you would be in your career?
I've been fundraising since the day I got my first job. So I love it, right? I've been at some smaller schools where you had to fundraise just to be able to fly somewhere one time a year, or to be able to take a bus and not have to drive a van. So fundraising to me is nothing new. We're just doing it at an all-time level, and I love it. I love it. I've met so many new people I never knew that had an interest in Wisconsin wrestling or Wisconsin athletics from all over the country. And it's been very, very good to us. So we're hot and heavy. We're going to keep fundraising. We're going to keep meeting people, and hopefully we just keep taking care of our kids. That's the most important thing right now.
Coach, a lot of eyes all over the country are on Zan Fugit coming into the season. What can fans expect as he goes through the season? What have you seen from him?
I could tell you, Zan is just an absolute awesome person. Number one. The reason why he's so successful is he's one speed. He's never up too high, and he's never low too low. And it's something that drives me crazy because it's sometimes you need him to get going. And but he is an amazing kid. The eyes are on him. That's what we keep talking about. The target's on your back. Go out and make a statement from Saturday night and let people know you're in this thing to win the national title. Probably the deepest weight in the country, 133 pounds, right? And you're going to get a chance to go win that national title in deepest weight. So I'm super excited to see how much further we can take this kid. He's only a freshman, or he's a sophomore now, and had a heck of a run at the NCAA tournament, finishing 4th. And now we're just excited to make that next step, and that's getting to the NCAA championships.